Today we are continuing our Penang series and we will be going to some local restaurants with some delicious food and we'll be checking out some very artsy hotspots. So let's go.
That's 9, yeah? Thank you. Okay. We're at our plan B. Linda found this great little local restaurant. It was rated really well, said it was open online, but when we got there, it was completely closed. But fortunately, right across the street was this food court. It's called the Jetty Food Court. It looks really good. The fans are going. It's got a lot of really good options. So we said, why not?
Okay, we have our food. I get so excited. What did you get?
The braised pork with pork belly and minced pork, mustard greens, some chilies on the side, and a boiled egg as well.
I got the Penang Laksa. I've been thinking about Laksa since that night market that we did where it was so good. And yeah, this seems to be the same thing.
It looks good.
It looks good.
Considering it's literally steps from one of the biggest tourist attractions here in the city, I would expect this place to be a little overpriced, a little expensive, but they have maintained its prices and I'm really impressed. The options here are really good. It looks like half the restaurants aren't fully open yet, so I feel like this is going to get even better as the night progresses. Here we go. Starting with the mincemeat and the rice.
We love Taiwanese dishes and bowls like this, so I knew it would be a hit.
And the young man working there, he was so sweet. He was like, he came up to the window, he's like, do you want the mustard greens? Yes. Do you want the chilies? Yes. Spicy's okay? Let's do it. So yeah, I got everything as it was pictured and it looks pretty much exactly like the picture. I'm really impressed with that.
That's a good portion too.
I was expecting to get it and it'd be like little tiny pieces of pork, but I'm happy with this. So the pork belly. It's not a huge portion, but it looks more meaty than fatty. That's good, very porky, not overly chewy. I was hoping a little bit crispier, but I like the mincemeat better.
Laksa time. Sour, fishy, sweet. I really like the Penang Laksa. It's very like, there's like a tuna flavor to it. Not a ton of chili. I wish there was chili at the table. But it's very good still.
Oh wow. Oh, I just had some chilies. I'm gonna give you some of these chilies.
I was just gonna say, feel free to throw that in
here. These
here.
are good chilies. Whoa.
I think they're like Thai red chilies, right?
Yep. Get in here. Get in here. If you like chilies, you know what I'm talking about when you get a disappointing chili and it's just not spicy. But when you get that chili that hits just right, and that's what this one's doing.
Yeah.
It is the almond milk.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can try and see
Thank
how
you
want
so
it.
much.
Okay.
That's
you.
very nice. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Malaysian people are the best. They're so nice. You have to order drinks at this food court now to get a table. So I went up there and I asked the lovely person there what I should get. And I was telling her like we want something Penang, right? A Penang special. He wanted kopi with ice because he's on this right now and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I wanted to try something new. I was asking about the almond milk because I've seen that in Penang specifically and I'm like, what is that? And she's like, I don't recommend it. So she recommended a nutmeg drink. She said it's cinnamony, refreshing, it's a bit sour. I was like, if you're recommending it, I'm gonna go with it. So I got the nutmeg. So she just came over with a sample of the almond drink because she wanted me to try it after all. And that's why she brought it over. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's really nice. It's refreshing. I barely smell anything. It tastes sweet. Oh, I like it. It's like a hot drink with ice. That's nice.
Oh, that reminds me of like Christmas.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what it is, but
It gives like, yeah, very festive Christmassy vibe. It's so interesting. Yeah, it's like ice cold on top, warm on the bottom.
that's a big sample size too. But yeah, she brought that over. Okay, so now I'm gonna try the nutmeg drink. Mm. Oh, I like that. So different from that. It's got a strong taste. It sits on here.
Oh, there's levels to that one. First, second, it's like a lemonade, and then it gets more like bitter seasoning, cinnamony as you go.
More limey almost. I don't know. I like all these drinks so far. Come on, Penang.
And a kopi. So interesting, the coffees here.
Yeah.
They're like almost chocolatey. Like they're so thick and creamy and frothed. It's so good. Like just a slight bitter coffee flavor, but for the most part it's like, yeah, like almost a dark chocolate cocoa flavor.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Very much that. We're gonna have a great day. We're having a great day.
Oh no! We were having a great day.
Every time. I'm gonna be known as the clumsy one now.
Anyway, she's gonna get some cutlery and we're gonna finish this up. We'll see you outside. So as we said, that is the Chu Jetty right behind us there that we saw in our last video. This is the food court. And we're just gonna keep going down this street here to another one of Penang's very famous areas. And this is the other restaurant that we wanted to go to. It's this cute little like street side thing. I think they have seats in the back, but they got some really good deals here on some nice local foods. But unfortunately it is closed, so that's how we ended up over here. One of the main things about this street is the street art. So this is just a small taste of what's to come. Just a monkey painting on the wall and a cat. But also look out for these little secret ones. There's a little rat with a fish in his hand. If you go on Google Maps, you can see all these paintings and things are actually starred on the map, so you can just follow along all through the street. It's a really fun little adventure.
Something I also really like about here is that there's so many little tucked away spots. Like you walk past it and then you'll just see a little door and you look and it's like a little cafe or a little spot for drinks, shakes, desserts. So that's so fun. And then I look it up on the map and then I pin it for the next time. But yeah, it's just, there's so many little corners and cracks and nooks and crannies that things are just stuffed into. I love that. And just like that, we are here.
You'll know you're here by all the bikes, all the people crowding around, the souvenirs. And there's a lot of these around town as well. Blink and you'll miss them. They're all over the place, but it's just this like flat wrought iron sort of artwork. But they all depict a little time in history here in Penang.
So we just came out from House of Street Art and we met the owner there. His name is Saw. He's got a little dog named Dino Saw. So it's really funny. Super friendly. Gave us a whole breakdown of what his store is about, culture of Penang. He's clearly very passionate, so educational and so smart. Thank you for your time. That was a really lovely experience.
Can you just ring the bell? Swing it behind. Yes. Yes, fantastic.
So here's another example of these wrought iron artworks. The hand-pulled rickshaw was the most popular form of transportation in early Penang. So if you just stroll around this neighborhood looking for just those, you're going to learn so much about the history here. And don't be afraid to take a right or a left where the crowd may not be going, because I don't know, if you're like me and you're into kind of old buildings and things sort of decaying with time, you can find a lot of really cool photography opportunities down these alleys. You can see all these old heritage homes, the beautiful archways here, some old graffiti, and these trees just growing out of the buildings. Giant trees. And some more artwork. just a really, really beautiful, beautiful city. And it'd be a shame not to just explore as much as possible. We're coming up on one of my favorite areas to take pictures here. It starts with this really cool retro bike shop here. It's got all these old antique bikes, and inside he's actually renting bikes. And just around the corner from these cool bikes is another one of Penang's super famous attractions. It's called Umbrella Alley. So we've seen different versions of this all over Asia in our travels, but none are quite as quaint and charming as this one here. Stop and show you how beautiful this street is. Got these renovated old heritage homes. We've got these really ornate buildings here, mixed in with some restaurants, and then behind these lush, beautiful cafes and restaurants. This is one of the things that I've really missed about Penang is these archways. So you'll see them all throughout Malaysia, but they're particularly cool here. And every building kind of has their own different way of showcasing them. Some are just nothing, some are these beautiful lush areas with these lights, and they just really give this city a lot of character. And through this entire video, we've really only walked about 3 blocks. There's just so much to see in this tiny little area.
I was just saying, like, you would think we've walked like an entire giant neighborhood or something, but every corner has something to look at. I've just been taking it all in. I know we've been here before, but I don't know. I feel like each time you notice something different or something special that you saw the first time, and it's nice to see it again. It's hard to explain. Oh, and then like this park. Just this giant park. It's so pretty. I'm gonna sit for a second.
Oh, this open space is so nice. You can finally feel the Penang breeze. And as usual, the whole bench is shaded except for my spot. I gotta be careful. If you've been watching our videos, you know crows like to drop some stuff on us.
Also, for the people that get really oily out there, these things are amazing. I am oil central all the time, and I bought these from Penang the last time I was here. It's full circle moment, but these things are amazing. You just blot and watch. I mean, you don't have to watch me do it, but see my face after. It gets much better than it's currently in. Look at these little walkways. These are perfect Linda size.
Yeah.
Look how low this is. But then always watch out for things like that. That's why vlogging is so dangerous out here. I'm always looking at the floor. So John usually has the camera because well, I'm gonna trip regardless, so I might as well be the one filming. He's got bigger feet, he's more grounded. But yeah, I don't usually have this because I'm too busy looking at the ground, and I don't make a lot of eye contact if I'm vlogging because I'm just looking at the floor. So I'm not the best person to be doing this, but what a fun area. Look. Just so many little things. And you may remember we were here yesterday and we said we were going to explore Armenian Street. And now we have. We stayed true to our word. Promise delivered. So we're not really big pet people or cat people, but this souvenir shop is always our favorite one to stop into. It's all cat themed for the most part, but they also have really cool souvenirs, like these street signs, street magnets, these little keychains, but a lot of cat merchandise and cat themes. Oh, even real cats. Oh, that was so cute. Yeah, she saw me recording and Linda saw her coming from this window with a cat and ran all the way around just to show it on the video. That was so sweet. Look how cute this is. Oh, I love that. I love Domo, and look, it's a little encased Domo.
Oh, these are so cute.
So cute.
Little Spider-Man Hulk, like baby Spider-Man and Hulk. Letters for your name. SpongeBob, Smurfs. How cute. They've even got a cat version of the famous bike painting outside. Complete with the real bike, just like the real one. And we've got these cute cats all over. And they've got some cat graffiti on the wall. And last but not least, the Michael Jackson cat, the superhero cats, and the Batman and Robin in a VW bus. Okay, we're now on Cannon Street, and I just learned from the trusty little wrought iron sculptures there that it's named this because in, I think it's 1867, there was a cannon fired here and it left a big hole in the street. And that's why it's now called Cannon Street. Very cool. Look at that. Another famous Penang painting, complete with the chair you can actually step on. Although I wouldn't recommend it. It's looking a little rough. Almost.
She's pregnant too.
Ma'am, we almost stepped on you.
She's too pregnant to care. It's all hot and pregnant.
It's probably the best breeze in the house. We're not having much luck today with the places we want to eat. This is what we wanted. It was this really delicious roti dessert. But as you can see, they're closed. So it's 2 restaurants we want to try today that have been closed. So we'll see where we end up. I just saw this and I am in love with it. I love it. But there's no way that's gonna fit in our bags.
I don't usually want souvenirs, but I kind of want a lot of things in here. Oh, and then the perfumes. They have perfumes here that are like quintessentially Malaysian stuff, like nasi lemak was a scent. There was tom yum, which isn't Malay, but it smelled so interesting. Rose serabandung, just different things that you can get that you drink and eat here, and it's just.
And they smelled so much like.
The nasi lemak blew my mind. It smelled like nasi lemak. Like some of the other ones, I'm like, it's still too pretty to be called what it is. Like the tom yum, I thought was a little bit pretty, but oh my gosh, so interesting.
The last thing in this neighborhood I want to show you was this really beautiful temple here. I don't know if you can see, but there is such intricate details on these sculptures here. Like this pillar, there's a pillar in there, but they've got a concrete sculpture, a stone sculpture around it. This circle here is actually see-through. So they've carved through the stone wall into the other side. It's pretty spectacular. Unfortunately, it's closed right now, so I can't actually get in there to show you closer, but wow. I called it. We just walked to the end of the street and back. Somebody tried to step on the chair and it is more broken now. I told you. Okay, typically we would be on team avoid the tourist areas because they're usually overhyped and a little bit overcrowded, and once you're there, overpriced. But once you're there, you're kind of like, eh. But I would say this Armenian Street in Penang is one of the exceptions. We've really enjoyed walking around here. Every time we come, there's something new to see, something you missed the first time.
And the vendors aren't pushy at all. Like they let you take your time, give you space, very sweet, which is really refreshing. And I think it's, again, part of the culture here that they're just very chill, calm, friendly people. And even when they are super friendly, it's kind of just to be friendly. It's not like they're necessarily trying to make a sale. Of course, they have goods you can buy, but yeah, that's just the overall feeling I get. And like, we felt the same the last time we came here. So I was kind of interested to see if it changed or if it was more intense this time around, but no.
No, very much
old.
enjoyed it. And it's so easy to walk.
I know, I think
within like 2 or 3 blocks, you can see everything.
And it's so close to where we're staying too. I feel like we might go back when it's a little cooler too.
Yeah.
Just because there's lots of cafes and drinks and shakes and ice cream and spots.
Yeah.
But we have one place in mind.
Now that our last one didn't work out,
Plan
we got a plan B. Yeah.
This is how we plan now. Plan A, B. I think I have C's too. It's all
yeah.
pinned on the map. But anyways, Let's see if this is
Open.
open. Okay, plan B worked. We're at Cassia Cottage, and
What week? Oh, this is. Oh, look at these pillows. So
okay, that's
cute.
what you're eating. This is what I'm eating. I have read reviews about this pain de chocolat, and apparently it is the best chocolate croissant that so many people have had. And like, look at the size of this. And they warm it up for you. It looks incredible. So that was something I definitely wanted to come for. And then I asked what recommendations the barista had here. Rose latte. I know I just had it in the last video probably, but I can't say no to a rose latte, especially when it's recommended. So I did that. It's got the beautiful rose petals on top as well.
I also took his recommendation on the coffee option, which was the hazelnut latte. And a lot of people have been recommending this lately, so I'm excited to see what that's all about. Ooh, glamorous.
Flaky.
Oh, it smells good. It didn't cut very well, but it smells great. I can smell the chocolate already. Look at the inside. It is still warm. It is melted chocolate. She's all ready to go.
I'm ready. I do the food research, if you couldn't tell already, so I like look these things up and I'm ready from the moment I pin it. And he's just like, where are we going today? So,
What's plan A? What's plan B?
but then at the same time, he plans out the adventures and I don't know what I'm walking into in the morning. I'm like, how should I dress?
Yeah.
Where are we going? Is there going to be rain? That's very good.
That chocolate,
It's like real chocolate.
super crispy, like falls apart.
But the middle's like doughy. Not in a bad way, but like soft and like
Buttery.
buttery and like, wow.
In fact, there's like a flavor of butter that comes through alongside that chocolate flavor. It's really, really good.
Yeah, you gotta come and try this. It's worth the hype for sure. ASMR. Okay. This is the one. This is a rose latte. That rosy flavor comes through. Coffee, it's like the perfect balance of rose and coffee. Whereas the one I had the other day was stronger in coffee taste, which I don't mind. But I didn't get a lot of rose from it, but this is like perfect.
Mine's really good. This is the first time I've actually had a hazelnut latte before. Usually I go for the caramel, so I was very curious. Interesting difference though. I definitely get the hazelnut. It's very good, but not so sweet. It actually enhances the coffee flavor, which is not a bad thing. I'm actually enjoying this one. So
This is probably one of the best rose lattes I've had in a while. It's
Wow.
very good. The coffee and the rose are like I keep saying, it's like perfect. There's just half and half of each. I gotta go tell him. It's a great recommendation.
you can't even. It's so good you can't even get the straw to your mouth. I'm gonna go tell him that.
I did do that, didn't I? But yeah, if you've been enjoying our content, we have a lot more Penang stuff to come. Please do subscribe.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye. Put my straw back in my mouth.
Hey, have you seen the temple?
Yep.